Have you ever pondered the mathematical magic that allows us to convert kilometers to miles, or determine how much a recipe requires when doubling or halving it? The secret lies in a concept so fundamental, yet so powerful: proportions. Proportions are the heart of many mathematical relationships, serving as the foundation for understanding the connections between quantities and rates. They're equations where two ratios or fractions are set equal to each other, establishing an equivalence between two sets of values. This concept threads through many mathematical disciplines, from geometry, algebra, to everyday calculations. Consider proportions as a key that unlocks the ability to assess equivalence between quantities. By setting up a relationship between two ratios, proportions can help determine if two sets of values share a consistent ratio. For instance, if a car travels 20 miles per gallon and we want to calculate the distance it would cover on 5 gallons, a proportion is the solution. It's as simple as setting equal to. Here is the unknown distance the car will travel. By solving for, we find that. But the power of proportions extends beyond just assessing equivalence. They are the bridge that allows for unit conversion between different systems of measurement. Want to convert meters to feet? A proportion can handle that. By setting equal to, we can solve for and find that. Proportions are not confined to classrooms or textbooks. They are practical and applicable in various contexts. For example, in grading systems, a proportion can determine the equivalent percentage for a given test score. If A represents the percentage for an A grade, and B is the unknown percentage for a B grade, we can set up the proportion. Solving for, we find that a B grade equals 80%. Proportions are ubiquitous in mathematics, from geometry, where they're used in scaling and area calculations, to algebra, where they form the basis for solving equations. Their influence reaches beyond traditional mathematics into economics, physics, and even art, where proportions guide composition and visual balance. To sum up, proportions are a cornerstone of mathematical reasoning, a tool that helps us analyze relationships, convert units, and solve problems across various disciplines. Their adaptability and fundamental nature make them a critical instrument in deciphering the world around us. So the next time you're converting units or resizing a recipe, remember, you're harnessing the power of proportions.